Therefore, a devotee's feeling of separation for the Lord maintains his life. Because the devotee cannot give up his life. Because he always has an anxiety if Krishna comes and does not find him, then that is how Gopi Geet starts. Jayati Tidikam Janmana Braja Shayata Indira Shashvadatrahi Daita Drishyatam Dikshutavaka Svaiduta Savas Swam Vichinvate. We want to give up the life, but what to do? We cannot. Because if you come and don't find us, then we have that anxiety. Who will take care of you? That is why, just for your sake, we are maintaining our life. That means, even in the feeling of separation, the devotee maintains his life. Otherwise, how could such intense feeling be tolerated if one were in external consciousness? So, it is not external love, it is the deep internal love. Like the mother does not want to leave the baby because she has that anxiety. If I leave my baby, what will happen? That is why, even if the mother has to tolerate so many difficulties, she is ready to do that just because she loves her child. This love is the driving force for maintaining the devotee's life. If one experiences intense feeling of distress and separation from the Lord, while overwhelmed in the love of Krishna, then he cannot protect his life in separation from the Lord. That is why one who is devoid of external consciousness remains constantly in the transcendental internal mood of uninterrupted ecstatic love in spite of intolerable separation from the Lord. And due to an increase and nourishment of ecstatic devotion service, sustaining his life becomes possible. So he is not just in external consciousness. He is always thinking of Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavya na jatuchit, because he loves Krishna so much. Even there is an external separation, but there is an internal union. Because he is always absorbed in the thought of Krishna. And Krishna says, whoever remembers me, I am immediately present over there. Like sometimes there is a place known as Kalna in Navadvip, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Vishnu Priya and took sannyas. Before leaving, he gave his deities to Vishnu Priya. And the deities, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's deities, have Abhaya Hasta. That don't worry, I'm always with you. So Abhaya Hasta is also there. And there is one place it is written that there is a mood of alingan or embracing Vishnu Priya. I have given myself to you. That is how the mudra is also there. I'm always yours. That mudra is also there. That means Vishnu Priya has never experienced separation within her heart. Why? Though externally they are separated, she's always with Krishna, thinking about Krishna, thinking about Chaitanya whole day and whole night. It is said she used to chant Chaitanya's name, and if one round is completed, immediately she will remove one rice. Like that, she used to go on chanting Lord's name. And how much rice she used to remove, that much only she used to cook. So externally there is a separation, but internally there is a union. And that is how Vishnu Priya stayed for 90 years. At the age of maybe 24, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left. That means she must be around 18, 19 years. But from that time to 90 years, she has stayed in the mood of separation, but having the internal union. If you see Sita Mata also in Ashoka Vatika, she's always remembering Krishna. She's always remembering Prabhu Ram. And in that remembrance, even if there is a difficulty around, she is able to tolerate and face it because she is not separated from Prabhu Ram. So that is what is given here. A devotee always remembers Krishna. So even there is a external difficulty by the separation. By remembering that person, there is no separation. This is pure love for Krishna. Just like the gold from Jambu River does not exist in human society. If it existed, there would not be separation. If separation were there, one could not live. Thus speaking, the son of Srimati Sachimata recited another wonderful verse, and Ramananda Rai and Sarup Damodar heard this verse with rapt attention. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I feel shameful to disclose the activities of my heart. Nonetheless, I shall be done with all the formalities and speak from the heart. Please hear, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, my dear friends, I have not the slightest tinge of love of Godhead within my heart. When you see me crying in separation, I am just falsely exhibiting a demonstration of my good fortune. Indeed, not seeing the beautiful face of Krishna playing the flute, I continue to live my life like an insect without purpose. Actually, my love for Krishna is far, far away. Whatever I do is actually false. When you see me crying, I am simply exhibiting my great fortune. Please try to understand this beyond a doubt, even though I do not see the moon-like face of Krishna playing on his flute, and although there is no possibility of my meeting him, still I take care of my own body. That is a way of lust. In this way, I maintain my fly-like life. Now, in the mood of Radharani, and with complete humility, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing, don't consider that all these ecstatic feelings, whatever I have, that's a very great thing. No, there's only, I'm just trying to exhibit my great fortune. And this is only a false exhibition of the demonstration of my great fortune. So don't get carried away if I cry in separation. Let's see what a humble approach. Nityananda Madhavendra Dui Darshana Ye Shunaye Tare Mile Krishna Premadhana. So whoever hears to the topic of the meeting of Nityananda Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri surely will achieve the wealth of love for Krishna. Henamate Nityananda Brahme Premarase Setu Bandhe Ailena Katika Divase. So Nityananda, after traveling in an ecstatic mood for some days, Nityananda arrived at Setu Bandhu. Now, this is Rameshwaram, Setu Bandhu. Dhanu Tirthe Snana Kori Kela Rameshwara Tabe Prabhu Ailena Vijayanagara. So after taking bath in Dhanushkoti or Dhanush Tirtha, he went to see Lord Rameshwara. Then the Lord went to Vijayanagar. Dhanush Tirtha is a very wonderful place where Prabhu Ram exhibited his anger towards the ocean. He asked the ocean to give the way, it did not. Then Lord lied in the darbha grass. That's why you have Jagannath deities. There are 2 or 3 important Jagannath places, Adi Jagannath, in this way. There is Jagannath deities in Rameshwaram, where actually Prabhu Ram lied on the darbha grass. Darbha Shayana Jagannath. Prabhu Ram is Jagannath only. That is why there it is said Darbha Shayana means sleeping, fasting, getting angry on this ocean, removing the Dhanusha to dry up the ocean. But then the ocean, the god of ocean appears, Samudra Devata, begs for the forgiveness. And then Lord takes the Dhanusha. Now what to do with the Dhanusha? If it is now, if the arrow is there on the bow, it has to go. He cannot put it back in the quiver. So then Lord says, where should I put this Dhanush? And the answer is At least not on me. Then Lord meditates and immediately throws this arrow. It falls in Mewad, now present Marwad. That is why in Marwad you find oasis. You have water over there. Just because Prabhu Ram's bow from Rameshwaram goes till Marwad. Mayapuri Avanti Dekhiya Godavari Ailena Jiro Narsimmadeva Puri. So he visited Mayapuri, Avanti, Godavari river, and then he went to Jiyad Narsimha. After that, Trimala Dekhiya Kurmanatha Punyasthana Sheshe Nila Chandra Dekhite Payana. Then he went to Tirumala Kurmashitra, and eventually he went to see Jagannath, the Lord of Vilachan. So we know Kurmashetra, how Ramanujacharya was transported to Kurmashetra when he wanted to establish Pancharatra system in Jagannath Puri. We also know one of the wonderful pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveling in Kurmashetra, and a Kurma Brahmana wanted to come along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, no, wherever you are, be there. You don't have to give up any ashram, but chant the holy name. Jnane prayasam utapasya namanti eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiyavartham sthane sita shrutikatam tanuvan manobir ye prayaso jito jitopi asitre striyo. Shruti, just hear about Krishna. Wherever you are, just hear about Krishna. That is enough. Ailena nila chandrer nagara dvaja dekhi matra murcha haila sharire. Now, when he went to Nilachal, he just saw the flag. It is said, before going and taking darshan of Lord Jagannath, just see the chakra. The chakra has the power. The chakra and the flag has the power to purify our consciousness. That is why it's also experimented that some few kilometers, like maybe half kilometer or something, in that place, when a person passes, just seeing the chakra, all his illness automatically goes away. If he has any blood pressure problem, it becomes normal. That is the power of chakra. That is why Kalash and chakra are installed and the flag is there. Flag represents victory. Victory over atheism. Victory over impersonalists. That's why Vaishnavas, they hoist the flag. And the flag represents victory. Victory in establishing Krishna is a person. He has a wonderful form. Tomara Pratima Nahi Sakshat Brajendranandana. You are not just Pratima, you are Sakshat Brajendranandana. So if a person, when he comes to the temple, he takes the darshan of a person. And who is that person? Is the supreme person, the Lord of all the Lords. So in this way, just by seeing the chakra, your darshan is over actually. You see that if you are not able to go inside the temple, at least see the chakra. Whenever you see the chakra, just pay obeisances. Because chakra connects this cosmic manifestation to the spiritual world. That is the power of chakra and the flag. So by seeing this, Nityananda Prabhu fell unconscious. Dekhilena chaturvyuha rupa jagannatha prakata paramananda bhakta varga satha. Now he saw Lord Jagannath as a source of chaturvyuha. So we know how Lord expands to Balaram, Balaram expands into chaturvyuha. But who is Balaram? Is expansion of Krishna himself. That's why technically it has been told Lord Jagannath expands into Vasudev, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshan. And why these four expansions are there? So that the spiritual world is nicely designed. It's nicely designed with four expansions, Chaturvyuha, and surrounded by his dear devotees. The word Chaturvyuha refers to Sri Jagannath, who is the combination or combined form of Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, and in other words, Sri Dwarkadesha. The second line of this verse indicates that Sri Nandanandana, who is a personification of ecstatic past tense, has appeared at Nilachala, Sri Purushottam Kshetra, along with his servants to assist in his past tense. Dekhilena Chaturvyuha Rupa. Now here Dwarkadish Rupa has been told. The Lord with all the opulence. And then second line refers to Lord with all the sweetness. Well, how we can understand that sweetness is giving Paramananda, Bhakti Varga Satha, Prakata Paramananda. So the same opulent Dwarkadish is actually absorbed in the thoughts of Brajvasis. That is why he is a Radha Viraha Vidura. Who is Jagannath? Radha Viraha Vidura. Always crying in separation of Srimati Radharani. And who is Chaitanya? Krishna Viraha Vidura. In the mood of Radharani, always thinking about Krishna. So Radha Viraha Vidura is Chaitanya. Vipralamba form is Chaitanya. Vipralamba form. So this Vipralamba avatar of Krishna, this Vipralamba is Krishna himself. Vipralamba form. Now Jagannath is opulent form externally, from inside he is the same Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna. So same sweetness is there. Dekhe matra hailena pulake murchite punah bhaya haya punah pade prithivite. So when Nityananda Prabhu saw the Lord, his hairs immediately stood on the end and he fell unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he again fell to the ground. Kampa Shveda Pulakashru Achada Hunkara Ke Kahite Pare Nityanandera Vihara. Now what happens? All the ecstatic symptoms are manifested: shivering, perspiring, crying, falling in the ground, loudly roaring. Who can describe these ecstatic transformations that were exhibited by Nityananda Prabhu? So, achada, used in common language, means falling on the ground. Ye mata Nityananda thaki Nilachale dekhi Ganga Sagar aila kutuhale. So he remained there for some time and then afterwards he continued his Brahman. Now he went in jubilation to Ganga Sagar. Ganga Sagar is in Kolkata. Tandra Tirtha Yatra Sabake Pari Kahite Kichu Liki Lana Matra Tandra Kripa Haite. So here now Vrindavan Das Thakur says, I have described in brief about Lord's pilgrimage. Yei Mata Tirtha Brahmi Nityananda Raya Punarabhara Ashiya Milila Mathuraya. So after visiting many holy places, Nityananda Prabhu again returned back to Mathura. Niravadi Vrindavane Korena Vasati Krishnera Avesha Najanena Divarati. Now he constantly stayed in Vrindavan and he became so absorbed in Krishna that he did not know whether it was day, whether it was night. He was so absorbed in Krishna Prema. Ahara nahika kadachita dukthapana seha yadi ayachita keha kare dana. He did not eat, but he constantly drank some milk whenever somebody offered it to him. That means he was not even thinking of going and getting the milk. So this is known as Ajagara Vritti Sannyasis Yachakas. They are not interested. In such category, Madhavendra Puri comes Ajagara Vritti. Like python never goes for hunting the food. It comes and automatically takes it. In the same way, Nityananda Prabhu is also such type of Yachaka. Navadvipe Gaurachandrache Gupta Bhave Iha Nityananda Swarupera Mane Jage. So Nityananda Prabhu knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying in Navdeepa. How? Incognito. What is the meaning of incognito? Without no one's notice. Nobody knows who is Chaitanya, though they see him. Here incognito refers means his bhava is so concealed. आपना ऐश्वर्य प्रभु प्रकाशिबे यबे आमी गिया करिमु आपना सेवा तबे. I will go serve Lord Gauranga when he manifests his opulence. I will go only when he manifests his opulences. That means he describes the purpose of his appearance. Ye manasika kori nityanandaraya mathura chadiya navadvipa nahiyaya. Now you were just thinking in this way that I'll go and meet, but meantime, where he was staying, he was staying in Mathura only, he did not go to Navadvipa. He wanted to go, but he did not go. Manasika, he was only going by thinking. Niravadhi viharahe kalindi ragjale shishu sange vrindavane dhula kela khele. And in the waters of Yamuna, he continuously sported regularly with the children of Vrindavan. यद्यापिह नित्यानंद धोरे सर्वर शक्ति तथापिह करेहना धिलेन विष्णु भक्ति यवे गौरचंद्र प्रभु करिवे प्रकाश दानसे आज्ञाय भक्ति दाने रविलास केह किचुना परे चैतन्य आज्ञा विने इहाते अल्पत नाही पाय प्रभु गणे. So although Nityananda Prabhu is so opulent, he did not distribute devotional service to the Lord at that time. When Gaur Chandra manifests his opulence, then on his order, he would begin and distribute devotional love. The servants and associates of Lord Chaitanya did not like to do anything without his instruction. But this does not diminish their glories in the least. Now just see what an important instruction. Do what is instructed. Don't do without any instruction. Even Nityananda Prabhu did not distribute love of Godhead. So preaching is also done with instruction only. Not that anybody and anyone becomes a preacher. If you are asked, you should do it. I can preach only when my spiritual master asks me to do that. I just cannot do on my own. Any services without instruction cannot be done. Nityananda Prabhu also did not distribute. He waited for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearing in such a beautiful mood. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he instructed Nityananda Prabhu started preaching. So the purport will read tomorrow. Any questions you can ask. Khanna Prabhu joined late. So please chant the verse Sadhu Hridayam Mayam. And Vaishnava Prabhu, you also chant.
Which verse, Mataji?
Sadhu Hridayam Mayam Sadhu Nam Hridayam Tvaham. You have not learned?
No, Mataji, I'm not aware of this, Mataji. I think I missed yesterday's class. Maybe it was mentioned today.
Okay, Bimlesh tomorrow you chant this verse.
Mataji.
Day after tomorrow will be another verse. That is Bhavad Vidha Bhagavatas. Just for tomorrow, keep this verse only. Those who have not chanted, they will chant tomorrow. Okay. Bimlesh, you have any doubt?
No.
माता जी हरे कृष्ण माता जी आपने ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु के बारे में बताया राधा विरह विदुर और कृष्ण विरह विदुर, तो किसके लिए यूज हो रहे हैं ये राधा विरह विदुर और कृष्ण?
राधा के सेपरेशन में कौन रो रहे हैं? जगन्नाथ. कृष्ण विरह विदुर कौन है? चैतन्य. कृष्ण के विरह में रोते रहते. These both are crying lords, crying in separation of each other. That is why the Kshetra is Vipralamba Kshetra. Over.
हाँ जी माता जी विप्रलंब फॉर्म
crying in separation. Vipralamba यानी crying in separation.
हाँ जी, तो माता जी ये कौन सा क्षेत्र बता रहे हैं, बताया गया है
पुरुषोत्तम
इसमें?
क्षेत्र, जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र,
अच्छा, हाँ जी, हाँ
इसको
जी,
विप्रलंब क्षेत्र भी बोलते हैं, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र भी बोलते हैं, शंख क्षेत्र भी बोलते हैं, शंख जैसा है, शंख क्षेत्र भी बोलते हैं।
ओ, हरे कृष्ण माता जी, thank
हरि
you।
बोल। So tomorrow those who have not chanted, that is Bimlesh will chant, Vaishnav Gaur will
माता
Prabhuji
जी
will
मैं
chant.
अभी चैंट करूं?
हाँ करो।
नहीं।
साधु देख के नहीं,
साधु सा, हाँ जी माता जी, मैंने
अगर देख के
याद
बोलना तो
किया
कल
था
बोलना,
माता जी।
कल रेणुका सोनी, all will do tomorrow. Okay, हरि बोल।
अरे